You see how I'm getting really good water pressure right now? Which most people, you should get good water pressure if you just turn on the water. Watch what happened when I flush the toilet. The water pressure significantly dropped. Now when the toilet stopped, watch how the water pressure kicks back into full gear. Is this problem happening to you? Do you guys go through the same thing? Let me show you how to fix this. Okay, so before I show you how to take this off, I'm going to talk about it just a little bit. This is a pressure reducing valve. Its job is to reduce your high water pressure in your home, the downstream pressure. Lower water pressure is needed for your piping and appliances in your home. And the problem with this one is it got clogged up over time, or it just simply stopped working. I would adjust it and nothing really happened. So as a result of it malfunctioning, I could be taking a shower. If someone flushed the toilet, basically I'm getting drips in the shower. That's unacceptable. The first thing you do before you get started with any plumbing job, especially if it's a major plumbing job, like what I'm getting ready to do, you turn off the main water valve, which is right here. Let me show you guys something real quick. Take a bucket. So we got this off. It's always a good idea, once you turn off the main water valve, to test to make sure it's off. It's coming directly up from the main water valve. This will be the next faucet. There's nothing coming out of it. It's bone dry. Once you get that taken care of, you can go ahead and start the job. Oh yeah, and the reason for the bucket is just in case water is coming out, you want to make sure you catch the water in the bucket. So one of the first things we're going to do is the pipe, the area that you're going to be working with, the pipe that you're going to be replacing, you're going to get some sandpaper and clean around that pipe for any kind of dirt or surface corrosion. It's very important to do this, especially if you're going to solder the pipes together. In this video, I won't be using solder. What I will be using is SharkBite Push to Connect. Now, these are pipe fittings where you don't have to use the solder. I bought them at the Home Depot, and I'm going to show you just how it worked, just how I used it, and you're going to be confident if you do this same thing or even use this product. So I got a piece of copper pipe. It's 3/4 inch in thickness, in case you want to know. And what I'm doing is I put it up against the area where that reducer is, because I want to replace that. The reason I'm putting it up against there to measure it, because I want to get a good idea of where I want to start the cut at. Once I get that marked, then I'm going to start my cut. Now, in order to get a really good cut, get a really good pipe cutter, which I got this little small one. It didn't really cost that much, maybe a couple of bucks. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, you put it on there, you twist it a little, and then you go around the pipe. But be looking at the pipe to make sure the line is perfectly straight. Then you tighten it up a little bit again, and you keep twisting. You tighten, and then eventually it comes off just like that. So here is that SharkBite Push to Connect. This is so easy to use, everybody. Listen to me. There's no soldering. There's no soldering. All you have to do is basically just clean the pipe for any debris, and all you're gonna do is push that on there nice and tight. Now, I'm only gonna do this for the people that doubt using this SharkBite, because people think if you're not sweating the pipes or soldering the pipes, it don't work. I'm pulling this thing with all strength, and you can't pull it apart. So right now, I'm going to carefully cut around that pipe where that pressure reducing valve is. Because it's kind of close to the wall and I can't just make the pipe cutter go all the way around, I'm just going to go cut over toward the left, and I'm going to swing it back toward the right. Just take my time and just cut it and then carefully remove it, just like so. Here it is. So now that we have that water pressure valve removed, we want to go ahead and install the SharkBite coupling on the top part of the pipe, because we have that pipe that we cut earlier and we already installed the SharkBite coupling on that pipe. So we're going to install that also on the pipe. And what we're looking for is a solid fit. So make any adjustments if you have to. And remember that you don't want to cut it right. You see what I'm doing? I'm lifting it up and it's right at the edge. Well, you want to give it enough room so when you lift it up, you will be able to push it down some so you can have a tight fit. So now that I have the pipe installed with those two SharkBite couplings on it, what I'm going to do is turn the main water valve on and then test the water to make sure it works. Now usually I turn the water on. I started off a little bit slow because after having the water off to your house and you turn it on, all that pressure and air comes through the pipe, so I never want to damage the pipe, so I kind of ease it on. Check for any leaks. Now you can celebrate having full water pressure, and you can also take a shower and flush the toilet and wash dishes at the same time. All thanks to removing that water reducing nightmare. All right, everybody, I will talk to you in the next one.